Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Bruce. So today I want to talk about modern applications, not just how we build modern applications, but how we can modernize existing applications. Now this covers a lot of territory, but a pretty helpful way to think about it is how do we build applications and how do we modernize existing applications to take advantage of modern cloud infrastructure? And there's a pretty good framework to help us think about this, put together by AWS, often referred to as the 6 R's, which talk about 6 different ways that you can migrate an application into a modern cloud environment. Actually, the first couple don't really involve much in the way of migration. There's retiring your application, just deciding you no longer really need it, or retaining it in its existing form. Then there's replacing the application, where you might take your existing HR system that runs on premises and replace it with a SaaS alternative like, say, Workday. Then you can start doing things like rehosting, where you could take an application and without doing much in the way of modification, just pick it up and move it so that it runs in a, say, virtual machine instance running in your public cloud of choice. Once you've done that, that opens up another possibility, which is re-platforming, where you can start to take advantage of the services that are available in public clouds, which is really one of their big selling features. So as an example, Amazon offers a service called RDS that makes it easy to manage database instances in a cloud. So you could start replacing your previous legacy database instances with something that's managed by Amazon RDS. And then finally, there's Rearchitecture or refactoring. And this is where you really start to think about how would I rebuild my application to make it ideally suited for running in the cloud. And this is both about leveraging positive things about the cloud, like the fact that we can scale out individual components of our application. If we've broken it up into, say, microservices, we can scale out individual components to improve the performance on demand, take advantage of the ease with which we can spin up new capacity in a cloud environment. There's also the need to mask some of the maybe less desirable features of clouds. So in general, a cloud doesn't give you a lot of guarantees about the availability of any given piece of infrastructure. So you build modern applications to mask the failures of individual components by having everything be restartable, having things that scale out so that your application keeps running even if any individual component has gone down, having things that distribute across availability zones. There's a lot of factors that have to be taken into consideration. And that's why that re-architecture or refactoring is often viewed as the most complex, but also the one with potentially the biggest benefits. So that's a quick overview of some of the things that we think about when we talk about modernizing applications. And I'm going to go a little bit further into this in some of my upcoming talks where I'll actually bring in some experts in the field. So stay tuned for some more episodes of Coffee with Bruce. Perfect.